Hello, welcome to another Journeys with Jeff. Steve Tilson, John Klayman, our guests from last time, are going to join us again. And I kind of think about these two guys as Renaissance men. They both have pilot's licenses. They both got college degrees. They are both superb lyricists, instrumentalists, technology. They've got it all. And what they've done is they've taken all of these qualities and they've synthesized them into some of the most beautiful photography and music. And you guys are going to be listening to it and watching it. I'm sure that you'll agree. We've got to really have a very amazing guys here to share their time with us. Welcome back again, you guys.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for having us back. Yeah.
I want to just go to a couple of quick questions, and I want to really get into the music, into your pictures. I want the audience to see that. But in terms of, as we talked about last week, you guys did it all. You did it all from the writing to the composing to the instrument. What were some of the hurdles? Were there a few spots that were particularly rough?
Well, everything was rough until we figured out how to manage it. The percussion was one of the rough spots. Managing the percussion in there, learning that process, that would be one of them.
I would say that sometimes there would be problems with just the tone of the lyrics. They just weren't setting the right mood, and there were some instances where it took extensive rewriting and editing to get things right. But we found that if we just maintained a workmanlike attitude and just kept plugging away at it, that we could get through most of the hurdles.
Did you guys get any other people involved? Did you kind of jump over these hurdles and deal with these issues, just the two of you, or did you bring in any other people in there to help with some of the stuff?
By and large, we tackled a lot of that ourselves. Our post-production work is where we involved Bill Ahern at Tapeworks in Hartford, which is a well-known studio here in town. And he helped us with some of the production stuff. We joked around. We considered him the third cone.
Yeah, he did our final mixing
and mastering
and the mastering.
And what's his name?
Bill Ahern.
Bill Ahern of Tapeworks.
Over at Tapeworks in Hartford. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just reminded me. In case I don't want to forget, if any of the viewers out there have for any reason they want to get in touch with you guys, or they have an interest in knowing more about your music or your journeys, do you guys have a website or an email address that the people can get in touch with you?
Yes, they can go to bristleconemusic.com, and that will take them to some links. And there is also a contact button that they can contact us with on the website. Okay, good. And our graphics people will run it on the bottom of your screen there, so you guys look out for that. What cost-wise, did you have to sink a lot of your own money into investing in this thing? It's
millions of dollars.
No, nothing quite like that.
There's
thousands.
Yeah,
thousands of dollars, really.
Tens of thousands, actually. It's the operating figure we're going with is somewhere between 12 and 15,000 just to do the things we couldn't do ourselves, like manufacture CDs and things like that.
We did have some specialized purchases. We purchased a very high quality microphone, for example. We each purchased some professional level instruments to play on the album. So we did have some expenses in getting it going.
The soft costs were, it's hard to, we tried to track the hours with this, but there's hours spent just pondering, thinking, planning, making the schema for how things are going to work. Then there's the actual in front of the microphones performing hours. So somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 hours is what we have in the project, all told.
You've really come up with something that I think is a wonderful. I can't think of another word other than thing to share with other people. You know, your talents, your thoughts, your feelings, all of it bundled into this one package that reflects who you guys are and what you guys feel and what you guys think. It's just amazing how it's all been synthesized into this beautiful package of the CD that you came out with and the pictures that you've taken. Are you guys planning on doing another CD in the future?
We don't know. It's as we've described, it's a big project. So we don't know right now, but we may.
It's leaning in that it's hard to do a project like this, and then when it stops, there's this huge hole in life where the project used to be. So both of us are kind of we're messing around with different things. So we'd like to think so, and it really depends on the reaction that we get from people. We're clearly not into this for the money. This is kind of what we're doing, and we thought it was a worthwhile process.
So you're in it because it's just a reflection of the passion that you guys have for music. And putting
joie de vivre, if you want. Yeah.
We challenged ourselves with a difficult goal, and we achieved it. Essentially, that's how we look at it.
That's right. Well, that's really amazing. Well, let's concentrate here on some of your songs and playing some music. And I know that a lot of your photographs are going to be edited in, so I want you viewers to be aware that all of the photographs that you see in this show are photographs taken by John and Steve on their travels. You guys have
there are a few photographs we grabbed off the internet.
Yeah,
they're public source.
Some are public domain. Right. Others we have taken.
But given with all of your traveling and your lives experiences as sons and fathers and co-workers and musicians and all the different hats that you guys have worn. And you've come this far down the trail, down the path of your life. Can you think of one or two of the most important, profound lessons that you take away from life that you've learned so far?
Well, I will say that as far as a project like this goes, you learn very quickly that nothing happens unless you make it happen. Nothing happens by accident. Every minute of the music has probably 50 hours behind it of intense work. That's really what I learned from this project is the amount of focus over an extended period of time that it takes to do something like this.
I had a flight instructor once who taught me something that it's a great metaphor for life. That the two most useless things to a pilot is air above you and runway behind you. Mm. And that's the perfect metaphor for life, I think.
So that says the air above you, the runway behind you. Sounds like you're kind of paring it down to here and the now.
Yeah,
the present moment.
Don't let tomorrow slip away because today didn't go that well. You know.
The present moment is all we have. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's. I'm gonna you lead the way here.
We'll go ahead and play this.
What about? Okay, all right.
This is called Cloudless.
Can I read the?
Sure.
Do you want me to read the
Sure.
the thing, or you want to play it?
Sure, go ahead.
This is another song from John and Steve. Sailing on a cloudless day, wind blows the broken world away. Birds dive into the crystal bay, and I float free, I float free. Wow. Beautiful. You guys aren't going to believe this, but my producer just showed me we have 5 minutes. Just talk about time flying. Did you want to get onto Rain Blue? You want to?
Sure.
Or Ghost?
Ghost Upon the Ground? We got time for both of them.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Wow, okay. And we'll go one more here. And just to remind everybody, you viewers, these are all songs on the CD that Steve and John have made, and you're welcome to get in touch with them and?
We have a clip of,
a short clip here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll just say, well, I want to thank you both. Thank you both for being guests on the show. We really enjoyed it, and we'll close out with. The
song on the closeout is going to be called "Under Western Stars."
Okay. Very good.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, everybody.
To roam the desert sands and ride the mountain highway, to reach with wiser hands. This is the dream I have been waiting to live, to raise my spirit under western stars. There is no being lost, only moving onward. Breathe the evening frost. The gift received is everything I can give to the trail that I follow under western stars. The land has spoken what I needed to hear. The sky has taken my fear. Starlight will illuminate the path I must take. Never break, break, break. Like smoke among the sheltering pines, we fly like embers under western stars. Like smoke among the sheltering pines, we fly like embers under western stars.
Seconds. You guys, just very briefly, do you have a producer or an agent or a manager?
We do not.
We're it.
We really don't know how to do any of the promotions on it. We did a mailing to college radio stations. We've had a great response from college radio stations. That's it.
You hear that? You hear that, viewers? There's somebody out there that'd like to get involved with these guys. I think their music And it speaks for itself. Nothing else need to be said.
Somehow
So,
it's gotten all the way to Hungary.
Hungary, all over the world.
France.
It's showed up all over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah.
I know my friend's daughter was flying into Chicago, and it was playing at Chicago Airport, O'Hare Airport, on the intercom system.
That is
one of your songs.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's grateful
Thanks
to hear
again.
that.
Thanks again,
Thank
you
you
guys.
for having us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Steve Tilson and John Klayman. What else is there to say? They're great. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Desert, out across a darkened plain, the road to heaven, written on a black terrain, appeared before me, links within a silver chain, a blaze of light, shot through the night, and filled the air with sound. Tried to warn you